Guirassy has a €50 million release clause for 7 clubs. Real wants Rice. Arsenal holding their key player tight. Sergio Ramos is leaving Monterrey and wants a European comeback. Barca and Real clash again. Tensions skyrocketing in La Liga. Brew your tea. The latest football news is here. This is Top League. Let's go.
The end of the Rice era at Arsenal? Not yet, but the warning signs are here. Arsenal spent years chasing Declan Rice, stalking him like lost luggage at Heathrow, and when they finally convinced West Ham to let him go, they dropped almost €120 million. It felt insane back then, but today, it looks like a bargain. Declan Rice walked into Arteta's system like he owned the place, and Mikel even said, quote, "I hope Rice wins the Ballon d'Or. If he does, it means we've won a lot. He's been incredible for us from day one." But here's where the plot twist hits. Real Madrid want Declan Rice, and they're not joking. According to English reports, Los Blancos sent their transfer wizard, Juni Calafat, to watch Arsenal versus Bayern live. His report was glowing. Tactical IQ, maturity, work rate. The guy basically wrote, "Sign him yesterday." Arsenal keeps saying, "We're not selling. Not this summer, not next summer." They're even preparing a new long-term contract and see Rice as a future captain. But let's be real. This isn't Chelsea. This isn't PSG. This isn't Bayern. This is Real Madrid, the club that gets what it wants, eventually. They waited years for Mbappe. They pulled off the Trent Alexander-Arnold shocker. They always play the long game. And Madrid need a profile like Rice, an English box-to-box midfielder to replace Modric and Kroos in the coming rebuild. So, what's the verdict? Right now, Arsenal fans can breathe. But in the medium term, they should worry. Because if Madrid decide Rice is the guy, history tells us they usually get their man. What do you think? Does Rice stay a gunner, or is he lifting the Champions League at the Bernabéu in a few years? Let me know in the comments, and smash that subscribe button for more Top League madness.
All right, people, sit down, because I'm about to tell goals and 4 assists in 22 games. In the Champions League, and 13 assists in 67 matches. The guy is a machine. Now, here's the interesting part. According to Sky Deutschland, Guirassy has a €50 million release clause in his contract, but not for everyone, only for 7 top clubs. Which clubs? Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Man United. Imagine a striker with 47 goals in a year and a half for €50 million. In modern football, where Agahawa costs €100 million, this is a steal. But now the question is, who will actually go for him? Man United and Arsenal just bought strikers this summer. Real Madrid have Mbappe. Man City have Haaland. Liverpool spent big on Alexander Isak. That leaves Barcelona and Chelsea. Barcelona are letting Lewandowski leave in 2026 for free. They need a new striker. Guirassy is the perfect option. He's cheaper than Harry Kane, who's also been linked. Chelsea, they're always ready to buy another striker, even if they already have 10. Our take? Guirassy for €50 million is a steal. Yes, he's 29, no resale value. But if you need a striker who will score goals now, this is your guy. Barcelona should sign him without hesitation. €50 million is nothing for a player like this. And Chelsea, well, they buy everyone anyway, so why not? But here's what I want to know. If you're a Barcelona or Chelsea fan, drop a comment. Do you want Guirassy at your club? And if you think a different club should go for him, let me know. Hit that like button if you think this is a bargain, and subscribe if you want more transfer news like this. Because trust me, this story is just getting started. A new El Clasico war? Oh, yes. Barcelona and Real Madrid aren't just fighting on the pitch anymore. They've launched a full-blown political battle, and it's getting nuclear. It all started with Florentino Perez dropping a bomb. Perez, quote, "I'm tired of pretending nothing is happening. Some of Barcelona's trophies were won thanks to referee decisions, not football superiority." A direct hit. No filters. No mercy. Laporta fired back instantly. Laporta, quote, "Hearing Real Madrid complain about referees? That's comedy. In the last round, they scored 2 goals that should not stand. Bellingham handles the ball. Vinicius hits Peña in the face. Without those gifts, Barca would be first in La Liga." And that lit the entire country on fire. A former Real president suddenly defended Barca, shocking even Madrid fans. Barcelona election candidates jumped into the chaos too, chasing clout before voting day. But the circus didn't stop there. Spanish media threw gasoline on the flames. Marca reported La Liga officials are tired of the constant accusations and that the referee committee may issue a strong statement soon. Mundo Deportivo clapped back, saying Real Madrid has used media pressure for years and Barcelona won't stay silent anymore. Fans went absolutely wild online. Madridistas spam the Negreira case. Barca fans shoot back with 15 years of Bernabéu referee gifts. This isn't an argument anymore. It's a runaway avalanche. Xabi Alonso enters the chat. The Real Madrid coach finally spoke. Alonso, quote, "This is pure populism. People talk. We work. Football is played on the pitch, not in microphones." Strong words. But here's the twist. Alonso calls out Laporta, but says nothing about Perez, the man who started the chaos. Of course he doesn't. The team is under pressure, and going against Perez is basically hitting the self-destruct button. Final take. This is no longer rivalry. It's political warfare. And we're entering an era where every match feels like a campaign rally. Who crossed the line? Perez or Laporta? Drop your take in the comments and hit subscribe. All right, people, hold on tight because this is about to be the comeback of the year. Sergio Ramos, 39 years old, Real Madrid legend, currently playing for Monterrey in Mexico, and he's leaving the club. Fabrizio Romano confirmed it. The press confirmed it. Ramos is out. Why? Because he wants to make the 2026 World Cup with the Spanish national team, and he believes that if he returns to Europe and plays in a top league, he's got a chance. Imagine, the guy is 39, he's playing in Mexico, and he genuinely thinks he can make the World Cup. Ambition. You gotta respect it. The January transfer window opens on January 1st, and Ramos is already looking for a new club. And here's the best part. He's free. He'll be a free agent. Now the question is, where will he go? There are 2 options. Option number 1, AC Milan. According to rumors, Milan want to sign Ramos. Massimiliano Allegri and his staff think Sergio would be a good addition, especially considering he's free. And you know what? Milan already have 40-year-old Luka Modric playing for them. They love the Croatians so much, they want to extend his contract for another season. So a 39-year-old Ramos? Why not? Experience is priceless. He can help until the end of the season, and then we'll see. Plus, signing a player like this always brings extra attention to the club. Although some of you might say, Milan doesn't need attention. And you'd be right, but still, it's cool. Option number 2, Real Madrid. Now here's where it gets juicy. According to some sources, Ramos himself offered his services to Real Madrid. He's ready for any conditions. Low salary? Okay. Bench? No problem. He wants a comeback. And honestly, this is a complicated situation. On one hand, Ramos has huge experience. He knows the club from the inside. He knows La Liga. And Real Madrid right now have defensive problems. They're conceding a lot. Ramos could help. On the other hand, bringing in such an authoritative player could ruin the atmosphere. Xabi Alonso isn't an easy guy, and Ramos isn't shy either. Who knows how they'll get along?
Ramos' comeback to Real is from the category of, you want it, but you're scared. Our take? Milan is the smart option. Ramos comes for free, helps until the end of the season, passes experience to the young guys, clean and simple. Real Madrid? That's a risk. Yes, he's got experience, but does Real need a 39-year-old defender when the dressing room is already in chaos because of Alonso? But you know what? If Ramos actually makes the 2026 World Cup at 40 years old, that'll be a legendary story. We'll see. January will show us. So here's what I want from you. Drop a comment. Do you think Ramos still has something to give to Real Madrid? Or has his train left the station? Should they move on separately? Share your thoughts. I want to hear them. And that's it for today, but listen, if you don't subscribe right now, your team will get relegated from the league. I'm telling you, you'll see. Have a great day.